Introduction to the Turkish Getup. I call this 1/3 Turkish Getup. We're going to start in fetal position. This protects the shoulders. The weight's in the right hand. You put your other hand over the handle. You roll with it and you press with both hands. Now the same side that the weight is on, your knee is up. With your heel close to your butt, your other leg out, and your arm at 45 degrees on the ground. The first thing you're going to do is going to go up onto your elbow, then to your hand, then you're going to bridge as high as you can. Back down the same way, elbow, back. Put your hand on the weight, bring it down with control, and back to fetal position. And that's 1/3 Turkish Getup, which only goes to the high bridge. Now I'm going to demonstrate some of the most common errors that I see. The first is trying to do a sit-up, and the biggest sign is that the foot comes off the ground. To prevent that, you should be pushing through your heel. As you can see there, I'm stomping on the ground, and you move diagonally onto that elbow. The straight leg should stay firmly attached to the ground as you push through the heel diagonally onto that forearm. Then the next mistake is starting with the bent leg too far away from you. By the time you reach your high bridge, you end up too sprawled out. Now this sets you into a bad position for the next step, which is the low sweep. You need to be able to bridge even higher to create space so you can pull that leg through, getting to the next step of the Turkish Getup. As you can see there, I have enough space. If my foot's too far out, that leg's likely going to drag on the ground, making it much more difficult. Plus, you won't be able to bridge nearly as high. This next error is not keeping your eyes on the weight. You're either looking at your leg, your arm, or people around you, seeing if anybody's watching. And what happens is by the time typically you bridge up, the weight falls down. It's very important that the arm that's supporting the weight is always perpendicular to the ground. This next error is a minor one, but it's bending the leg that's meant to be straight, and by the time you bridge up, it's still bent, which prevents you from squeezing your glutes and bridging as high as you could. So keep that leg straight. And finally, the last error is not pushing through your arm, which causes your trap or your shoulder to be stuck in your neck. Summarize the main points of the 1/3 Turkish Getup. You start in fetal position, roll to your back, press with both hands, leg 45 degrees, arm 45 degrees, push through that heel diagonally onto the forearm, up to the hand, high bridge, butt back down, down to the elbow, down to the back. Regroup that hand, pull the weight down, and back to fetal position.